Imagine the water you drink every day. Now, think of an almost identical version, but with a secret hidden at the atomic level. This is heavy water, or DO. At first glance, it's a transparent, colorless liquid, very similar to common water. But its differences, though subtle, have changed the course of history and science. The key to its difference lies in its hydrogen atoms. In heavy water, the two hydrogen atoms are replaced by deuterium, a stable isotope of hydrogen that contains an additional neutron in its nucleus. That's why it's also called heavy hydrogen. Essentially, its structure is analogous to ordinary water, HO, but with heavier hydrogen atoms. This isotopic difference gives it a higher molecular weight, approximately 20 versus approximately 18. Heavy water is approximately 11% denser than normal water. Therefore, a volume of DO weighs more than the same volume of hydrogen oxide. Even heavy water ice sinks in common water, unlike normal ice which floats. Its freezing and boiling points are also slightly higher. It solidifies at about 3.8 degrees Celsius and boils at 101.4 degrees Celsius. This means it requires somewhat more extreme temperatures to change phase. Additionally, the bonds within DO molecules are stronger, slightly affecting properties like its pH or slowing down some chemical reactions. Here's a surprising curiosity. A recent study confirmed that heavy water has a slightly sweet taste perceived by human taste buds, unlike normal water which is tasteless. This effect is due to its distinct interaction with our sweet taste receptors, something that other animals like mice do not detect. The history of heavy water begins in 1931, when American chemist Harold C. Urey discovered deuterium. He succeeded in isolating this form of heavy hydrogen, and by early 1992, heavy water was synthesized for the first time. For this discovery, Urey was recognized with the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1934. From its beginnings, deuterium proved its value. In 1934, chemist George de Hevesy conducted one of the first isotopic tracer experiments using heavy water, measuring the turnover rate of water in the human body. This demonstrated deuterium's value as a harmless marker for studying biological processes. From the late 1930s, heavy water gained strategic importance due to its role in nuclear energy. Its main technological application is as a neutron moderator in fission reactors. A moderator slows down fast neutrons produced by fission, converting them into thermal neutrons that can sustain a chain reaction. Heavy water performs this function very efficiently. When colliding with DO molecules, neutrons lose speed without being excessively captured. Unlike light water, heavy water absorbs very few neutrons, which allows reactors moderated with DO to use unenriched natural uranium as fuel. This was decisive, as it avoided the costly process of uranium enrichment. During World War II, heavy water became a coveted strategic resource. After invading Norway in 1940, Nazi Germany took control of the Vemork plant to intensify DO production, with the goal of using it in their secret nuclear reactor program. The Allies launched covert operations to prevent this. The climax of this battle was the famous Operation Gunnerside in 1943. Norwegian and British commandos boldly infiltrated the Vemork plant and destroyed DO equipment and reserves. This audacious raid significantly hampered the progress of the German nuclear project, being a key factor that prevented Germany from achieving a self-sustaining nuclear reaction before the end of the war. After the war, the historical relevance of heavy water remained, associated with the dawn of the atomic age. Countries like Canada led the commercial development of heavy water reactors, CANDU, and nations like Argentina inaugurated their own plants, becoming producers and exporters. DO played a leading role in nuclear history. Outside the nuclear field, heavy water is a valuable scientific tool in various fields. In biology and physiology, it is used as a harmless tracer in metabolic studies, such as the doubly labeled water test, which precisely measures daily caloric expenditure in humans and animals. In chemistry and biochemistry, DO is widely used as a solvent in nuclear magnetic resonance (NMR) spectroscopy. By dissolving a sample in heavy water, scientists obtain cleaner spectra, which facilitates the identification of molecular structures and the study of chemical interactions. Practically all chemistry laboratories use deuterated water for this purpose. Experiments have been conducted to explore the effects of DO on living organisms. Some bacteria have managed to survive in environments with high concentrations of heavy water, albeit with slower metabolisms. In contrast, more complex life forms, plants, insects, mammals, experience severe alterations, demonstrating the critical role of light hydrogen in fundamental biological processes. Unlike radioactive substances, DO is relatively benign in small quantities. A tiny fraction of water in nature is DO, and an adult naturally contains the equivalent of approximately 5 grams mixed in their fluids without danger. Drinking a glass of heavy water in isolation would not cause